this was a very physical game for obvious reasons. What kind of grit did your team display in this game today?
Yeah, I think just stinginess, trying to make sure that we're staying above them, and we got caught a couple times too, so got a little lucky, and we can learn from some of those plays.
The importance of starting this homestand on this kind of a foot, especially in the second game of back-to-back, what does that mean for the morale of this group?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, everyone was kind of on a back-to-back, so we were all a little tired, but just finding ways to win games, I think, builds our confidence in those tight ones, and we can just use that moving forward.
Could you just take us through the game-winning possession there?
Yeah, I thought the power play, we did a pretty good job on all three in the first, just couldn't score, and then, I mean, just really nice play by Schmaltzy. I didn't even really see it, to be honest, but I was just kind of posted up there, and he made a nice pass.
Do you give any credit for Hayton being on that other side of the goal, helping disrupt the Canucks defense there?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. I think he was screening the goalie, and the goalie can't see the pass, and he's in front, so he's a big part of that goal.
What was the mindset the last 4 minutes just to shut them down when you had the 1-goal lead?
Yeah, I think exactly that. I think when the goalies pull, we've had a little bit of trouble. So that's something that we worked on over the break, and I thought that we did a pretty good job today.
Bill Armstrong said that both you and Cooley are big-time players that come through in big-time moments. Obviously that was proven tonight. We're just curious, what's your response to hear something like that?
Yeah, I think it feels good, especially coming from the upper management. But I think we just like playing. We have fun out there, and those are the fun games you want to play in, the close divisional games where the season's not on the line, but they're big games. So I thought our team played well.
One of the first times this season you guys have a fully healthy lineup. Does that energize the room at all, just to know you have reinforcements throughout the lineup?
Yeah, it's super exciting. We're 60 games in, and it's our first time, so I don't think that happens too much. We've been a little unlucky that way, but hopefully it stays that way and we can keep winning games.
What does it say about Logan Cooley to miss a month and come back and get such a big goal and play the way that he did tonight?
Yeah, huge. I mean, he's a gamer. He was working hard, over the break, over the time off, and making sure he was ready. So, just a really good player.
I know you said the season wasn't on the line, but a pretty big game for the playoff picture here. Did you guys feel that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 4-point game. I think we were down 6, and 8-4 is a big difference. So, it's a big game. We're happy with it, but tomorrow's a new day, and just get ready for the next game.
How often are you guys looking at the standings? Is this like a thing that you guys are really working towards, or is it just power on and see where you
I think it's more about us, but I'm looking for sure. I'm checking to see how other teams are doing, and as much as you want to say it's all about you, it's really not. I think we need a little bit of help, but do whatever we can to get the most points possible.
Do you have that next Canucks game marked on your calendar?
I think it's in March, but I like playing in that building too. It gets pretty loud in there, so it's always fun to play against Canadian markets and big passionate fan bases.
There's obviously pressure with the race, but how much fun is it being in games like this? Not exactly playoff games, but meaningful games for your team.
Yeah, it's great. This is kind of where you want to be as a player. This is why you work hard to play moments like this. So I think it'll help us not just this year, but as we continue to get a little bit older as a team, just gaining that exposure is huge.
How much different does it feel this year compared to last year at the same time of year?
It's different. I wasn't up the whole year last year, so I was kind of just fighting for a spot every day, but it's exciting. I think every year since I've kind of been drafted here, we've taken a step and gotten a little bit better, and I think now we're trying to build towards making the playoffs, so just try to keep on that trend.
Well, I talked to you after the first period, and you said that first one was rough, and then you come out and score a goal. As the game progressed, how'd you feel?
Yeah, pretty good. Obviously it's a huge one for us, and good goal by Guenther there, but overall felt pretty decent. Wasn't the best, that's for sure, but it's good to be back out there and like I say, get a win.
How did this team seize the moment when the pressure, of the third period kind of got to a point? Obviously, you guys pull out with a 1-goal win, but how did you see your team rise to the occasion?
Yeah, I feel like we have a lot of confident guys in this room, guys that want to be out there in big moments, and I think that's what gives us a chance to win each and every night is, guys want to win, guys want to do the right thing, and power play came up huge there, and that's what we need for sure.
How does it feel just having a fully healthy lineup, you back, Jersey back, Guenther, Marino, everyone?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously you play so many games, it's tough to have a healthy lineup all the time, but obviously Darius has been unbelievable for us. He's such a vocal guy, he leads by example, and the team kind of rallies behind that.
Bill Armstrong said that both you and Dylan Guenther are big players that come through in big moments. Obviously that's proven tonight. What's your response to a comment like that from Bill?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. But, yeah, I mean, like I said, I think, like our whole team, but I think, especially me and Gunnar, it's, the best players in the league. You watch guys like McDavid, all these top guys like to be out there in big moments. And for us, I mean, I feel like that's what we like too is, we want to help the team win, and whether that's, playing good defensively, coming up in big plays, scoring big goals, I definitely take a lot of pride in that.
Do you like the younger players you included learn from games like this when they're kind of playoff atmosphere stakes in that way?
Yeah, I mean, I think, this time of year, every game kind of feels like a playoff game. Even out there, there's not a lot of time and space out there. You got to be careful with the puck decisions and little things like that. But, I mean, I think each game you definitely learn a little bit and try to build on it.
What does it mean to you guys to be playing meaningful hockey or to cut that lead in the standings down to 4 points?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, that's what you play for. You play to, eventually get into the playoffs and one day win a Stanley Cup. And for us, that's what we're building for. And it's fun to be in these games. It's fun to be in these tight games, and especially when you're winning, it's the best feeling.
How are you physically feeling just from the injury?
Yeah, feeling a lot better. I mean, each and every day, you're kind of gaining more confidence in that area, and I felt pretty good tonight, and hopefully enjoy a day off tomorrow and be ready for Chicago.
How do you not let your brain tentatively prevent you from doing what you know you can do with an injury or coming back from an injury like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think in warm-ups you're thinking about it a little bit, and but once the puck drops, I kind of forgot about it. There's some plays where you feel it a little bit, but overall it felt really good, and you kind of just adrenaline rush, and you don't really feel anything at that point.
Let us know tomorrow.
I will.
Coaches, how did you feel about the last 5 minutes of the third, team holding the lead and shutting it down?
I think we did a good job. I think there's always a thing you can do a little bit better, but I like our mindset, I like our composure, our compete level, our urgency. So I like a lot of stuff. I'm happy.
So the two young guys, the 21-year-old and the 20-year-old, are the goal scorers there. Yeah. Does it feel like they're starting to take the reins of this team and make it their own?
Boy, pretty good play to lead to those two goals by a little bit older players. So I don't see our player with their age and their back. You know what I mean? For me, it's at the moment you make the team, now it's what you can do. How can you help the team? In which situation you can help the team? How can you perform on a consistent basis and stuff like that? So I understand the fact they're young, but they're a good player as well. I think there's Cooley did not play a long time, come back, he get that touch, good for him. He will be better. He still have growth in his game. His game is not where it was. Gunnar is playing solid hockey. He's playing 5-on-5 defensively, offensively. Get on the forecheck. He's playing good. That line is playing really good hockey. So, yeah, I'm happy about. Okay, I'm excited about the 21 years old, but how old is 8? Don't know how old he is, but does he play hockey? He's solid, you know what I mean? He's rock solid. So I think there's a good team on the other side who they knew how important was that game. And we arrived and we played solid. And in the tough schedule, back-to-back, and so on and so forth. Same thing for them as well. But I'm happy about the Howard game.
What do you think made the defense so stifling tonight?
I think it's effort of everybody. Normally when you have that kind of a defensive performance, it's because you play as well really good offensively. You possess the puck. You put the opponent on their heels. I cannot say that about the way we play offensively today. I think we didn't have our execution. We didn't generate as much speed as we do lately, but that highlight the point of how we played defensively. We blocked shots. We were stingy in our neutral zone, stingy in our D zone. So there's a lot of positive of the way we play without the puck today.
I'm fully aware there's a lot of time left, but how much, just mentally, how much better does it sound to say 4 points down versus 8 points down?
Much better, much better. I seriously, that's now you're 4 points. That can go fast. That can, 8 points. Now you need to look at the entire schedule in the NHL to see this and that. So now Calgary is ahead of us, and St. Louis right there, and I am right there. So there's a lot of teamwork hunting for that spot, but we give ourselves a chance. So we want to play. We talked a little bit earlier about the age, but there's an opportunity for us to learn, to grow. You look who was on the ice at the end of the game with the minute sum. You have Aids, you have Guenther on there with Curfew. So, there's a lot of young guys, and we talk about Sergey and Johnny like they were grandfather. They're 26 years old. So, that's pretty good.
As a coach, is it nice to have the healthy lineup depth in terms of game management in nights like tonight?
Especially on the back-to-back. Tuesday we'll play on the 3 on 4 night. So when you can, if you look Stanny's line tonight, they had moment, they had a few good looks offensively, and they were stingy defensively. That changed everything, because now you can put them there in the regular base, and they give you quality ice time. It's not just to rest the other guy. They can break the game. They can make the difference. So depth is so important.
On the broadcast tonight, we talked a little bit about how pressure is a privilege, especially towards the end of that game. We've seen this happen before where the pressure's too much, but today it seemed like that wasn't the case.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's when you're a young team, it's like with your kids, it grows so fast. It's our team is growing, learning. Unfortunately, growth as a human being or as a team come with mistake. If you make mistake, you learn from your mistake. Mistake is it's a good teacher. Unfortunately, as a coach, you will like to skip that part, but it's just the way it is. So I think you see growth in our team. You see our guys getting better, more comfortable in those tough situations. So that's true.
What was your opinion on the penalties tonight? Just kind of discipline and whatnot. Yeah,
we played a really good game. I'm happy about the way we played.
How valuable is it to have a guy like Josh Stone on your roster who's unselfish and has just a ridiculous motor? I mean, the guy seems to always be flying down the ice.
Good call, Cole. His stick, his forecheck, his pace, his energy tonight, he was really good. At the end of the game, I was debating to put him on the ice in that last minute, put some veteran instead. But he played a really solid game. Was one of our better players today.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, everyone.